Hello, good morning. I'm Florence Samuakun from Ghana, West Africa. I'm applying for the position of an elementary classroom teacher from kindergarten to grade 6. I hold a bachelor's degree in basic education, that is elementary education. My major subject is religious and moral education as my major, and then English language as my minor. After completing my bachelor's degree, the year 2013, I was posted to AME Zion School, where I was a grade 1 classroom teacher. There, I taught for 4 years. And in my country, that is Ghana, if you are an elementary classroom teacher, you teach all the subject area, that is the integrated subjects. I teach English language, I teach mathematics, I teach integrated science, I teach religious and moral education, I teach social studies, and I teach information literacy, that is ICT, and then history as a subject. So even though on my certificate I also on it as a religious and moral education teacher, I am an elementary teacher where I handle all the subjects area, and I'm very good in all the subject area that I handle. I'm very good in maths, I'm very good in English language, I'm very good in integrated science, I'm very good in all the subject area as an elementary classroom teacher. After teaching there for 4 years, I was posted the same school to grade 3 to teach as a grade 3 classroom elementary teacher. There, just as I said, I handle all the subject area, that is math, science, English, social studies, information literacy, and then history. There, as a grade 3 classroom teacher, I was there for 3 years. Then I was posted to another school, that is my current school where I am now, as a basic 4 classroom teacher. Currently, I am a basic 4 classroom teacher. As I handle all the subject areas that I've said, that is math, science, English, religious and moral education, history, information literacy, and then all the subject area. In my class, I always create a conducive atmosphere in my classroom where my people feel relaxed, they feel confident, they feel at home, because I'm like a mother in the class. Though I'm a teacher, I'm a facilitator, I take my children, like my learners, as my own children, where I take their problem, their needs, as my own needs. I handle them, I counsel them, I teach them, I show them love and confidence. So children always come to me with their problem, especially those with learning difficulty. I always adapt this in my classroom. Whenever there is a lesson, I always start my lesson with an assessment. So I assess my learners to know their learning levels and how to handle them. So I know the levels, the learning levels, the differentiating learning levels in my learners, and I know how to handle each learner in my class. I have time. I always create more time for those who have low learning low learning standard of people, I always have time for them, more time to explain further to them. And I always set different questions for my learners. I set low standard questions for those who have low standard learning. I have low standard questions for them, and those with high level of learning, I always set a very high level set of questions for them to think critically, for them to investigate more in questions. How to handle like difficult children in my classroom. I set rules and regulations where they have to abide by it. My children also set their own rules and regulations in the classroom, and they themselves have to abide by it. My classroom is very relaxed, very conducive, very welcoming. Children or my learners feel at peace in my classroom. I also I'm also a guidance and counseling coordinator in my school, where I counsel students or difficult students in my school. I also counsel teachers. I teach teachers, those who have found it difficult how to handle difficult children. I counsel them. And then parents too, I set as a link between the school and the parents. The parent comes to me with their problems, their wars, their children problems, and then I counsel both parents, I counsel both peoples, so that at the end there is a solution how to help the children who have problems in my school. And then the parents also become free, or also become okay with their wars, understand the problems that their wars are also going through. I'm also a mental health coordinator in my district. We go around and then we counsel teachers who have mental issues. As a teacher, there are a lot of issues that teachers are going through in my country concerning mental health issues. So as a mental health coordinator in my district, we go around and then we counsel teachers how to come out with their problems, their mental health issues, and then yes, that is my role too as a teacher in my district. So I'm a very respectful teacher. I love children a lot. My colleagues, I'm very sociable. I collaborate very well with my colleague teachers in my school and then in my district. I'm a loving teacher. I would like to come and teach in your school in the US. I would like to come and then explore. I would like to exhibit my culture, my Ghanaian culture, into the US schools. I would like to come and then teach in the US, and then bring out my teaching skills, the good in me, the good teaching styles in me, my culture of teaching, I would like to exhibit in the US schools. And then I also want to adapt the US culture of teaching in me. I want to advance in my teaching career in the US, so that when I come back to my country, I'll be able to implement the US culture of teaching in the Ghanaian schools when I come back to my country as a teacher. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having time with me. Thank you so much for listening to me. And I hope I'll be considered in your school. And I hope when I come, I'll cause a change. I'll bring love. I'll bring peace. I'll bring new developments in your school. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.